4B. Okay, we are in EFL review class. We are on week number 28. Today is Tuesday, October 13, 2020, and the topic that we make a review today are used to, describing places, and also Australia. Let's start. Okay, first one we start with the use of used to. Okay, we have the structure, we have affirmative, negative, and also questions. Okay, that's mean affirmative sentences, negative sentences, and also interrogative sentences. Let's start. Okay, first one, we start with affirmative structure. In this case, we use a pronoun or a subject. We have I, he, she, it, we, you, they. We have the structure that we studied, that is used to. Then the main verb or the verb in infinitive and the complement. For example, go to school, play marbles, write poems. And if we read the complete sentence, this one says, I used to go to school. Solía ir a la escuela. She used to play marbles. Ella solía jugar canicas. You used to write poems. Tú solías escribir poemas. Okay, that's mean this gonna action in past, not in present, not in future, exclusive in past. Then we have the negative structure, that we have the pronoun or the subject. Then we have the structure didn't, used to, and the complement. Okay, check this one. In affirmative statements, you use to, okay, in past. If you notice the word use, okay, you add at the end did, okay, because this one is in past. But in negative, you use the auxiliary or the helping verb didn't, and in this case, it's not necessary that you add the letter D at the end of the verb use. Okay, why? Because you have the helping verb did not. Okay, that in this case is in negative, so it is not necessary that you add the letter D at the end of the verb. And we can say, I didn't used to go to school. Yo no solía ir a la escuela. She didn't used to play marbles. Ella no solía jugar canicas. You didn't used to write poems. Tú no solías escribir poemas. Okay, so this one we continue the action in past, but in this case we use a negative structure. Then we have a questions. Okay, and by forming the question, first one you use the helping verb, that in this case is did, okay, or the auxiliary. Then you use the subject or the pronoun, and then you use the expression used to, and then the main verb and the complement. So you can say, did I used to go to school? Did she used to play marbles? Did you used to write poems? Okay, so this one is a question. ¿Solías ir a la escuela? So if you say in Spanish, yes? Okay, so one thing is important here. Okay, first of all, in affirmative statements, so the expression used to, okay, you use in negative and in past. I'm sorry, use in past, okay? In negative, didn't, used to, so you write the verb in the main form. That's mean you don't use in past. And in question, so you have the auxiliary, and for that reason the expression used to, you write as in present, okay, not in past. Why? Because in negative and in question, so you use an auxiliary. It's not necessary that you write the verb used in past as in affirmative sentences. Okay, let's continue. Affirmative form. This one is better for understanding. We have the subject, used to, and then you have the verb and infinitive. And we have some examples here. Luciana used to eat meat. Okay, if you notice, we have the subject, that in this case is Luciana. Then you have the expression used to, and then you have the verb in infinitive, that in this case is eat. Second sentence. I, the subject, used to is the expression, have is the infinitive verb. Third sentence. He is the subject, used to is the expression, work, this one is the infinitive verb. And the last one, John is the subject, used to the expression that we study right now, and then the infinitive verb, that is walk. Okay, so we can read the sentence in that form. Luciana used to eat meat. I used to have long hair. He used to work very hard. Jan used to walk to school. Okay, that's mean all of this con action in past. Negative form. Okay, we use the subject, didn't used to, that is the expression in negative, and then you have the verb in infinitive. For example, I didn't used to eat pizza. Okay, I is the subject, didn't used to is the expression, and then we have the verb in infinitive, that in this case is eat. They didn't used to play in the street. Okay, the subject, that is they, the expression didn't use to, and then we have the infinitive verb that is play. Then we have the interrogative form. Okay, did, that is the helping verb. Then you use the subject or a pronoun, the expression used to plus the verb in infinitive. Okay, and you say, did she used to work hard? Okay, so did is the auxiliary. Then you use the subject or the pronoun, that is she. Used to is the expression and the verb in infinitive form, that is work. Okay, so now we check these examples. Okay, I used to build sandcastles when I went to the beach with my parents. Okay, solía construir. Yes, it's an action in past. Molly didn't used to drink coffee when she was in primary school. Okay, in this case, we use a negative statement, and for that reason, we use the auxiliary didn't, and the verb is in the main form, used to. Next one, my father used to fly a kite when me in the park when I was a kid. Okay, this one is an affirmative statement. Mr. Smith didn't used to pay taxes when he was 15 years old. This one is in negative. We have a question here. Did Alice used to skip a rope in the school playground? Okay, so this one is you inquire a person of an action in past. Next one, my elder brother didn't, okay, in negative, used to drive me to school. He was too young. Okay, so this one is an action in past, but you didn't develop. Next example, Alan used to ride his tricycle in the house when he was 4. Next example, I didn't used to give speeches at the age of 10. Next one, we used to have a pet before we moved to the city. You, in this case, we have a questions. Did you used to attend business meetings at the beginning of your career? Next one, Mark used to dress up as a parade at Children's Day. Then we have Sue, okay, didn't used to mow her grandparents' lawn because her grandpa didn't let her. Okay, so you check the structure in negative and also in affirmative sentences and in questions. Okay, excellent job. Now we have to describe a place, okay, or a pictures. Remember, in our book, we study how describing a picture, how describing a place, okay, when we take into account different clues. For example, what's the weather, what are the people doing, okay, what is developing, what are the action developing in the moment, okay, all of this one. And we have here a picture with some crazy things, okay, and that are going on this picture, okay, or are taken in this picture. So we try to analyze, okay, and then try to match the different sentences. For example, a giraffe is poking his head in that case, okay, so we can say let me see that the option is G, okay, out of the van. A giraffe is poking his head out the van. Number 2, he is cooking sausages, okay, but in this case we don't have a, let me see, an oven, yeah, okay, he is cooking sausages. In that case, this one is the option, let's check, okay, we have this one, letter J, okay, over a block of ice. So this one is a crazy thing, yeah, because we don't cooking, okay, we don't cook a sausages on an ice. Let's see, next one, okay, we have a clown, okay, for example, the clown is playing his trumpet and okay, riding his one-wheel bike. But where is the circus? Okay, so the clown is developing this section in this, let me see, passage. But we don't have in a circus. Yes, we have it maybe in a campfire. Let's see. Also, we have, let's see, there is a photo that is hanging up on the tent. Okay, and if you notice, okay, the photos hanging up on the wall. Yes, not on a tent. Let's see, we have a fish also that are swimming, okay, inside the pond, okay, similar to a seafood. Yes, okay, so this one is not good. So when you describe the pictures, okay, so you express or maybe you write, okay, the different activities that the people are developing in the moment, okay, that you see the picture, okay, or maybe you say, okay, the things that you observe. For example, we have a moon, okay, we have a moon sky, we have a big tree with an owl that is let me see, playing with a cell phone. Okay, we have a girl that is taking the sun, but it's at night. So all of this one you can describe, and you can mention the different facts of the different events that are happening in the picture. Let's continue. Okay, so we have light up the word. This one is the third topic that we study. For example, we study Australia. In this case, okay, we read again and we try to remember the different facts or the different important points, okay, in this part. For example, the first people to populate Australia were the Aborigines. Okay, you know that this one are the first group that populate this country. They arrived there probably 40,000 years ago. That's mean long time ago, before any other people. Okay, so if you notice, this one is very long, okay, time. And they are the first, or they were the first people that populate the country. And then aborigine means the first, okay, for that reason we call this one, okay, aborigine means the first. This one is the meaning of this word, yeah. And the aborigines call themselves the Kuri. Okay, for example, you say that aborigine means the first, but they call themselves Kuri, yeah. Okay, you know that in Australia the capital is Sydney, and we can find different animals like koalas. Okay, these one are the famous animals, okay, in this country. Aborigines used to walk a lot, and also they could only carry a few objects. Okay, so they walk long distances, and for that reason they don't carry different things. Okay, they only carry the objects that are specifically for cutting different plants, okay, or for preparing food. Okay, that's mean the most important things. And okay, the most important objects that they carry were boomerangs. Okay, you know that this one is a kind of disc, okay, but it's similar to a triangle. And with this boomerang, they can cut trees, okay, plants, fruit like a coconut, etc. Then we have the spears, okay, in Spanish is lanza. So you use this object, okay, for hunt some animals, for chasing some animals, or maybe for, let's see, for cutting different plants, etc. Then we have the wooden bowls. In these objects, okay, they prepare the food and also the medicinal plants, okay. And we have the greenstones, okay. The greenstones are similar to a bowl, but these one are made of stones, and in that bowls, okay, they prepare different medicine, okay, for putting in the body if they are hurt. Let's see, then we have the aboriginal men used to hunt different animals, for example, kangaroos, snakes, and also emus. Okay, these one are the favorite animals that they like to hunt. Then the women used to collect fruit and also honey and some seeds, okay, for eating. For that reason, okay, they are very they are in a good physical appearance, okay, and also yet they are very healthy. Okay, so let's see, let's make a review. The aborigines, okay, means the first, okay, and they went to Australia 40,000 years ago. For that reason, we call the first. And aborigines used to walk, okay, a lot or long distances, and they, let's see, use different objects like boomerangs, spears, wooden balls, and greenstones. Yes, and also the aborigines used to hunt kangaroos, snakes, and emus. Also, women used to collect fruit, okay, honey and seed for preparing the different animals. Remember, you can prepare with this one could be a salad, okay? So, and it was an interesting food. Okay, let's see. We classify this one. For example, we have the animals, okay, that they hunt, like a kangaroos, snakes, and also emus. We have the other food that is fruit, okay, honey, and seeds. And we have the everyday objects like spears, okay, boomerangs, wooden balls, and also greenstones. Yes, okay. So let's see. Also, art was very important to the Aborigines. It was a part of their lives and not only for decorations. Okay, remember they decorate the walls with different art paintings. Okay, like animals. Okay, different drawings. Okay, like drawings of people, animals, flowers, etc. And they used to paint the bodies for ceremonies. Okay, this one was important for them. And people from different tribes. Okay, have different patterns. What is a pattern? Okay, that's mean different drawings, and each pattern had a special meaning. For example, the first man, okay, draw different patterns on your body, like a hand, some lines, and this one is that's mean that he belonged to a different tribe than the other. And the other man, okay, draw some circles, okay, maybe they draw on their feet. Okay, so for that reason they belongs to a different tribes. Okay, the art was very important for them. Okay, they like a lot of drawing on the walls and also on their bodies, and they respect. Okay, everyone are very respectful with others. Okay, so let's see. Excellent job, excellent participation. Okay, remember you have the EFL evaluation today, so please analyze every sentence, analyze every question, and choose the best answer. Don't do it very fast. Okay, remember the most important thing is that you analyze, okay, and you remember what is the best information. Thank you very much for coming and see you the next week.